It's our 100th video!
100!
Ooh, ooh. We're Nat and Abi. This is Bear and Peluche. The four of us live full-time in our van named Towanda, our home for the past 2.5 years.
Join us every week as we embark on an incredible journey of exploration and personal growth. By living and sharing our intentional, simple life, we hope to inspire you in yours. Whether it be a challenge or a beautiful triumph, we hope you will come along with us to play, ride, and seek. Here it is, baby! This is our 100th video on YouTube, you guys. And we think that's a milestone worth celebrating.
Yes, we do. Today we're going to be chatting all about what it's like filming your life and putting it online, all while living in a van.
Yes.
And we're also going to show you some never-before-seen footage from our first year of travels.
This is actually from footage that we had on a hard drive that crashed. We retrieved the videos almost a year later. We had a friend that miraculously was able to recover said footage. So it's all of the stuff that we did all those months and never got to really see ourselves. So this is going to be exciting for us just as much as you. So let's get into it.
Starting at the beginning. Why did we even choose to start filming?
We're living a very intriguing, interesting life, and photos are amazing, but they don't necessarily do it justice when it's trying to tell a story. Initially, it was definitely just for us to be able to give our friends and family something, as well as us to be able to look back.
A reason that I wanted to share our life and our story on YouTube particularly is that I actually really found it helpful when we were first getting into van life and we were building out our van. I went to YouTube for research and
most people do.
Yes, most people do. And I really gained a lot from it. And I definitely noticed that there was a lack of diversity. I wanted to not only give back, but also contribute to adding diversity in the van life niche on YouTube.
I think it's more important for us to be ourselves, and when we're feeling like we want to be affectionate, like there's not any reason that we shouldn't be able to show that. But luckily, we've gotten a lot of great positive feedback from that. We haven't really gotten any slack. We don't stand for it regardless. You're coming to our page, you're getting the rawness of who we are.
Grab your drink.
Grab your drinks.
Sit tight. We're chatting.
100 videos, baby.
100 videos.
What's our filming style? Well, we're definitely a vlog. At the end of the day, we are showcasing our lifestyle. We're not trying to create like an outline when we do.
Oh, we don't.
It's literally just, we're going to be in this state. What are we doing? We're filming it. If I'm in a mood, I want to talk about it. If you guys have been with us since the beginning, you've watched over time that we have become more candid with our feelings. If you watched our van build, you very much will see highs and lows. Over time, we've just gotten more comfortable with the camera. And so we're definitely a vlog. We try to give some how-tos here and there, but it's not about that for us. It's really just about being able to have you come along with us on our adventures.
Natalie, I wanted to ask you, what is maybe your favorite moment that we did film, but we never shared?
Highline Trail in Glacier National Park. That day, I will never forget that particular day. So much happened on that trail that just was something, so much newness, so much that I've never seen before as far as animals, as far as hiking. That was the longest hike we've ever done, round trip. And just being blown away by like the landscape. We didn't know what to expect, honestly. You know, we had been to so many national parks at that point. That was kind of our thing. We had come from Banff, so we're like, okay, you know, is this really gonna
what can beat that?
But Glacier National Park became my favorite national park out of all. At this point, we've been to 32, and still the same situation. Mainly because of that experience that we had on that one trail. I would love for you to see footage of that. So Abby about to drop that.
Let's drop it in. Ooh, we're close to those rocks. Time for telephoto, girl. That's where we're headed.
What do we do now?
I don't know, we're kind of stuck. Kind of funny, but also kind of like we can't go until he moves. No worries, we'll just wait. I don't want to get rammed. I can't see it. Oh, crap. There he goes.
Hopefully you enjoy that. If that was pretty to you, I wish you could have been there. If not, take yourself to the Highline Trail to Grinnell Glacier Overlook and be astounded. Abby, I have to ask you as well, what would you say was your favorite that we have not shared?
It was when we were in Wyoming, which was after Glacier National Park. We randomly stopped at this place, Ringing Rock, and you walk up and there was like a bunch of hammers laid out and different types of metal objects, and you could take whichever one you want and you would pound on the different rocks and they would let out different sounds. We spent like an hour, I think, at the rocks just experimenting with sound and just really being playful. We love to play. And then after, we witnessed this huge wildfire. Huge. We had never seen anything like that. We both grew up on the East Coast. It's one thing to hear about them, but when you see it happening.
Yeah, when you have that experience.
Wow.
And we were there maybe an hour, and within that hour, I mean, we had to leave. We had to start trekking down the mountain. The fires were coming very, very close very quickly. We're about to make some music.
We're literally the only ones here, and these rocks supposedly ring when they're struck with a hammer.
It's like a natural rage room, but also with symphony.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
Let's check it out. This is pretty cool. It would be even cooler if we had some musical ability.
Yeah.
There's this huge wildfire happening right now.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah.
It's like 400 acres of forest fire, and it's 14% contained, which is ridiculous.
Not good.
It's so dry out here. We've never experienced this. We're used to flooding and humidity in the low country, so this is like the other spectrum of climate change.
Yeah, let's go. That is where it was blue sky behind those rocks. Right there. And now it's just smoke. Wow.
We're going to get into the present moment. We are at 100 videos. My question for Abby is, I'm part of this process, but Abby really is the one that does the bread and butter when it comes to editing. What is that process like for you? How difficult, how involved is that process to get a video out every single week on YouTube?
It's definitely an involved process. You've got to film. You've got to put all the footage onto your hard drive. You've got to put it into your editing software. You've got to edit it. You've got to add music and sound, and then you export it, and you need Wi-Fi to upload it to YouTube, upload the thumbnail and the description. It's a whole process. I really enjoy it. I love it. I've been a photographer for over a decade. I love editing photos. I love taking photos, and videography has been something I've really enjoyed learning. It's a new passion.
It's cool to see your stills go into motion. I think the best thing for us is that we both very much enjoy our videos. When we see the end result, we enjoy them so much that we can't wait to share them with you. And I think that's important for people wanting to get on YouTube, is that you just really have to enjoy it.
It's
a lot.
Too much time.
It's a lot.
If you're not enjoying it. We enjoy it, so we don't mind spending time on it.
And we're lucky that we have the time to do it.
It's a creative outlet.
Yeah.
We're expressing ourselves.
Yeah.
Hope you like it.
Thanks.
What is it like putting yourself out there? sharing your life publicly?
It's not easy. I've gotten to a point where I'm very comfortable with myself and who I am. That's a daily battle. Being able to share myself publicly has allowed me to really break down the things about myself that I needed to either work on or that I embrace. It's been a healing journey to be able to put ourselves out there on social media and watch our growth as people. I very much appreciate it. It's a process that is part of creating. I think a picture on Instagram is great. But what's happened with video is that we are able to like truly see how our lives are playing out and who we are on a more daily basis.
For sure.
Yeah,
I agree.
And I think that's really, I think it's beautiful. I think it's a beautiful thing.
I think you do a beautiful job.
Thank you. I think you do a beautiful job.
Social media accounts tend to put really big emphasis on numbers, specifically high numbers. How do we feel about that? Do we ever get discouraged or encouraged by our views?
At the end of the day, we're human. When we see likes and we see subscribers, or if someone comments a negative comment, it has a high potential to get you in your feels. It's going to affect you if you let it affect you.
Mm-hmm.
But what Abby and I have learned over time is that that is not what's going to dictate if we put out content, because we truly value what we put out. We'd be lying to say that it does not have an effect. If you work really hard on something and you're putting your heart out there, and the value of that has to come down to a number of likes or, of people that are paying attention, you start to discern between that. We've been very good about checking in with each other and realizing that, like, the content that we're making is very important for the type of viewer that we get. That's not something that we've allowed to really hinder what we want to create. Knowing that we've decided to keep going with YouTube, no, those things do not dictate how we want to share our life. If we were worried about, subscribers and all that based on how long we've been on social media or money, then we wouldn't keep going. At the end of the day, we want to inspire people. We want to show that it's okay to be gay and interracial online. It's not a life for everybody, but we want everyone to know that you can live the life that you want to live, and that we're just regular people and we made it happen.
If our video reaches one person who feels inspired, then I think we've done what we set out to do. So that's what's important. Our intention is achieved. Our intention isn't to, get 100,000 views.
If that's what we were worried about, then we're going to be putting out content that's mainstream. We're like, GPS says go left, we're going right. I mean, that's us. When there's so much of something happening, we don't want to fall in line to that.
We're not the follow the trend type. That's just not us.
It's just not what it's about. So we just love what we do. Like, we really enjoy. We laugh so much. I probably watch our videos more than I should.
She does.
Videos.
I spend so much time editing it. I'm like, all right, I need a minute before I watch it. She's watching it.
But I love it. I love it. I just think that you've gotten so good at it, and I think it's cool what we're able to create together. Some of the things that you guys say that we've been able to help you with or inspire you with, like that, truly, that's when I start to get real, starting to start crying, because to be able to put myself on camera and give myself fully to you, and to have you respond so, beautifully, that's what drives me to keep going.
Y'all are an inspiration to us.
Really.
To keep going, to keep putting these videos out, because
we would still do videos, but for us to upload them to YouTube, I mean, that's you guys. So
honestly.
Cheers to you.
Cheers to you for being here 100 videos later. What would you say is one of our biggest takeaways from our experience of making videos and putting them on YouTube? Like, what have we really learned?
I encourage people to go in the mirror and say, you are a badass, you're beautiful. Say these things to yourself. When I watch myself on video, I think I'm funny as shit. You're your own worst critic, but when you are looking at yourself through a literally different lens, you really get to learn a lot more about who you are. I think I've learned to not hold myself back. There's only one you. You are so unique that you have to give the world who you are. I mean, that's your gift. Yeah, I've learned to be just 100% vulnerable and to really, embrace that. I don't know. What have you learned?
I've learned a whole new skill that I actually found a passion in, that I really love. I've also learned, kind of similar to what Natalie was saying, that the beauty of me and of my work lies within who I am and my uniqueness and the lens that I see and I'm able to show you guys. If I compare myself to somebody else, that just leads maybe to a little discouragement or disappointment. But when I compare myself to myself, I feel freaking proud. I look back at the first video I made to the one that I recently made. I've come so far, and I'm so proud of that, and I'm proud of my art and the progress I'm making. I've really learned to appreciate myself for the uniqueness that is me and who I am. Putting these videos out there and making them, and the practice of making them every week, has brought me to that point. And I I love that.
Oh, I don't ever see her get emotional. She better start crying.
It's been a journey for me. It's been a journey for me to be proud of my work and to not like judge it so much. But I'm not judging it as much anymore. I'm just reveling in it and I'm enjoying it. So I'm getting a little teary.
This never happens.
I don't cry. I'm not a crier. I'm also an introvert. It's harder for me to bare my soul. I'm learning to do that more and more because of the camera being in my face a lot, and it's taking me to a new level, and I'm really appreciative. So
heck yeah. That's so amazing.
We're all in this together. Thank you guys. Thank you, baby.
I love you.
This brings us to the future. So what does the future look like for us? What are our goals specifically with YouTube, and then in general, living in the van? How long are we going to do that?
There's not a set answer there. We're going to keep making videos. As long as we're living on the road, doing our thing, we're going to make videos. As far as how long we're going to be in the van, we don't know. We have no intention to stop anytime soon. We just rebuilt Towanda to be the cabin that we wanted on wheels and our dream home. So we have so many plans to go to different countries. So it's all up in the air. We try not to plan too hard about the future. We definitely know that this life is for us for some time to come. So that's all we have for you this video. It's our 100th video, you guys. We're just here to celebrate. We are going to end this video with a montage of some of our lost clips because we literally had a year worth of footage that we did not get to share with you through video. So we are also just as excited to see it. If you enjoy our videos, please like, subscribe, comment, tell your friends.
It really helps us out.
And if you're interested, we do have a Patreon where we do have exclusive videos on there as well. We will catch you guys next week. Bye.
Bye.
Just closing the kiss?
Yeah, boom, kiss. That's so cool. There's a million of them.
It's green. Looks like a split pea soup.
We are talking about kindness, and I'm just simply waving to every single car that we go by. And we've been doing this now for about 10 minutes, and I think I got one single wave back, or it could have been the shadow in the passenger seat. But anyways, I don't know, it's pretty interesting. But the point of it is because it makes us feel better. Because we're giving out kindness no matter if we receive it back or not. So, and we've been laughing hysterically.
Yeah.
Every car from now on,
We're gonna wave.
They looked at us.
hey, they waved.
Yeah, wait.
No. I clearly saw them. They did not wave back. You?
Nothing.
Big fat no.
Nothing.
I love you girls. I'm having so much fun. That was hilarious.
We just made like everyone's day in the park.
Literally, 3 people drove up and pulled their head out the window and said, "Thanks for the laughs. This is amazing." And I think 3 separate cars just honked. Like, we're just spreading joy.
You gotta do this. Why I brought this thing, man.
Yeah.
This is a definite.
Totally worth it.
Totally worth it.
Yeah.
That was so much fun.
That was too much fun.
Oh man, never seen a T-Rex at Teton, huh?
Yeah. Somebody said I'm gonna add that to the wildlife I've seen in the park.